the first Prius mod. Gonna get rid of the Prius badging, the letters. They come off pretty easily because the car's like 800 degrees because it's so hot out here. So I thought this would be a good first mod just to pull these letters off. They are not pinned, thank goodness, because that would be a problem. Make sure, I'm trying not to break them so I can stick them up somewhere else, you know. There you go. That gets rid of the Prius across the trunk, except for the adhesive. Gonna go ahead and remove that, and then my first mod to the Prius will be done. Take a look. You'll notice it's gone. What a much cleaner look that provides. Now, while I was at it, I saw this limited badge stuck right back here, and I thought I'd give it just a little tug. Toyota meant for you to take that off because it peeled off of there so easily, I just couldn't resist. So there is the rear end without anything on it except for right down here. And that's probably gonna go too. That's their new zero emission or whatever they're calling it, badging with this little blue thing here and then the HEV. I think that's gonna have to go too. Now, if we look over here on the edge, we see there's some more badging. Right down here, we have a four-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive, I'm sorry. It's not really four-wheel drive. I'm thinking of the Tacoma, but we have the all-wheel drive badge. I think we're gonna tackle that next. And the good thing about these badges, they're not pinned, so you can simply pull them off. Now, real quick, I'll show you before we get to this one. What I use in this case is simply the sun because it's hot outside, a microfiber cloth, and some Goo Gone to get the adhesive that's left over off, unless I get lucky like with that limited one. And then we've got some soapy water here that I clean the Goo Gone off after I'm done, just to clean it all off. And then if you were really, oh, there's what's left, by the way. If you were really looking to be good, then you would go ahead, if I can remember where I put it, and use some wax. I would just use carnauba wax to go over, because obviously once you put the Goo Gone on there, you're taking off all of the wax too. So next up, we're gonna go ahead, oops, we gotta do that. We gotta get rid of that. We're gonna take that off, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull the four-wheel or all-wheel drive badge off. And then I forgot to check back here. Yep, we have another dealership ad back here, or advertisement. That's gonna have to go too. So let's get to it. Okay, gotta get rid of this. No free advertising here. Go ahead and take this off, and I wanna take a quick look underneath because a lot of the complaints I've seen were about the license plate square on the front. And it looks to me like they've done something about that anyway, and that is they put this cover over it. So at least here in the US, they put this cover over just the protruding gray part that was black here. By the way, it does have a picture of the front end of the Prius, and it says hybrid driven. Awesome. All right, moving on, we have another one here, these all-wheel drive badges. I don't know why they're here. This has got to go. Hopefully, it's not pinned. So far, I've been lucky. Nothing has been pinned. Had the car sitting outside in the sun for a little while, so it should be hopefully easy to get off. My fingernails are starting to get sore, though, I'll tell you that. Okay, there's the A. There's the W. Nice. One more. There's the D. There we go. That came off pretty well. It's all connected, by the way. If you happen to get a Prius and do this, you can see it's all connected. I'm going to run over and do the other side, and then we'll clean that up a little bit and move on to the next one. All right, there's the other side. It came off just as easily, and this side actually sat in the sun for a while. Now, we've got a couple of other little things I've noticed before we get to the next debadging. Let's open the door here, assuming I clear, and I don't. So I didn't pull in far enough, but I think I might have enough room. And actually, they've already removed them on this side, so we have to go to the driver's side. Maybe they just missed it. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, over here on the driver's side, you can see we have a protective piece of plastic here. We're going to remove that, obviously. Some people might actually want to leave this stuff on for protection, but the problem is it has adhesive, and eventually that gets gummy and nasty and not a good idea. I would always take that stuff off. I already have a little scuffing here, and that's a bummer. And then we have a piece of plastic protection over the door sill guard here. So let's get this off. This looks to be lighted, by the way. Oh, look at that. Looks so much better without that on there. Awesome. Cool. Now, let's see. I want to turn the lights on. See if it lights up. No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe it does later. I don't know. Oh, well. Anyway, that takes care of a little bit more plastic stuff. Now we're going to go to the back end. Another piece of emblem or badging I have to remove. All right, we've had the rear end sitting out in the sun for a while because this is the final badge that has to go. Hopefully it's not pinned. Once again, I don't think so, but we're going to find out. Let's give it a tug and see. Appears to not be. Again, my fingers are hating me right now. Fingernails, that is. Okay. The other thing you want to make sure you do when you're doing this is not to bend the thing down into the paint while you're pulling it off, because you could gouge your paint with the emblem itself. You certainly do not want to do that, at least I don't. All right, this is a little more stubborn. It is not pinned, so that's a good thing. There we go. We've got the HEV little blue thing off. So all I have to do now is remove the leftover adhesive, which seems to be coming off pretty well. It's pretty hot. It's 100 degrees here, I think, in the sun. So let me clean that up, take a final look at that. All cleaned up, all gone, no issue. Not very difficult. One more to go. Right back here, the dealership's advertisement. And, you know, I don't have anything against the dealership, don't get me wrong. I've always had a good relationship with Bert Ogden. So if you're looking for something, they're the ones to go to. Currently, now, my sales guy over there is a fellow by the name of Bull. Like the animal, Bull. Does a great job for me. So I highly recommend you check him out if you're looking for something. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my little holder thing on here until I get the plates for this, and then we'll of course put the plates on. Back here, by the way, it says since 1997, and then there's a picture of a Prius, like a silhouette. So another little Easter egg, I guess, when it comes to the Prius. Pretty cool stuff, just some neat little things, you know, not that big of a deal. Now, let's see if I can get this on without too much difficulty. Well, there you have it. Much cleaner look for the car. Love this. Check out the side over here. No more all-wheel drive badge down there. Still have to do something about the chrome emblem up here in the front. Going to take a look at that in the next video, I think. But much cleaner look for the car. I love it. Discovered another little Easter egg, by the way. It says Prius right there on the side. They definitely want you to know it's a Prius, right? There are lots of Easter eggs. I'll probably make a video. We'll go over that. It says Prius right there. They're all over the place. Anyway, that is the preliminary, mostly done, debadging of my 2023 Toyota Prius. Leave a comment. Let me know. Do you do these things? Do you take the badges off of your vehicles? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.